If you had a $100 million budget for a movie, and you had to spend all of it, how would you make it as bad as possible? Star Trek, a Star Wars story. The greatest crossover in the history of crossovers. I would just try to make a good movie. I'm not qualified for that shit, have you met me? If it's even tangentially about a dog practicing law, you've got an instant 97% RT score, guaranteed. I can see it now. There's no rule about a dog not being your lawyer. I see trailer scenes of a judge informing a person they have the right to choose their own counsel, or a court-appointed defender will be selected. They say they've got their own in mind, their own dog. You see, they're hoping to drag out the case and eventually appeal that it was a mistrial, because legally they have the right to choose a dog, but they'll then argue the dog was incompetent. Enter Jackson Bones, the world's best dog lawyer. He likes reading through tomes of criminal law and chasing his tail. There'll be wacky scenes where, in the courtroom, his statements will be interrupted with running after a tennis ball and eating food that falls to the floor, but everyone will have their prejudices overturned as they realize this dog is incredibly hardworking, and man's best friend might just be man's best defender. Working title: The Golden Layware. Send a camera to space on a reasonably small rocket and release the raw footage. 2020, a space commodity. I'd forget to take the lens cap off. Oops. Right up until art critics call it an avant-garde examination of blindness and exclusion in society, and it sweeps an awards season. Give it to Uwe Boll. That was literally what he was paid to do, make expensive, terrible movies that nobody wanted to see, so German investors could use them as tax write-offs. It was the closest thing I've ever seen to a real-life producer's scam. It worked so well that the German government removed the tax loophole entirely, and suddenly he was out of a job. I was going to say Uwe Boll, but didn't know about the tax write-offs. Do you have a write-up or article? I would make a movie with the help of the best 5th graders around. Pay $10,000 to about 9,000 of them to create their best work in MS Paint. The remaining 1,000 will each get $10,000 for their contributions in video editing, voice acting, but most importantly, creating the score, comprised of many recorders. And only recorders. I'll take my Oscar now, please. Best Director. So many damn explosions that people will leave with PTSD. So you'd hire Michael Bay? I would just remake Cats as that had a $95 million budget and pocket the spare $95 million. I didn't realize how easy the question was. I'd outsource the CG to some 15-year-olds in a basement. The script would be crowdsourced on the internet so anyone could make edits up until the first day of shooting. All costumes would be obtained from Goodwill. No sets, only green screens. See CGI comment above. Lastly, it'd be edited by a college film school freshman who only appreciates movies from the silent film era. Edit, for the rest of the budget. I'd hire Charlie Sheen and let him use it on Hookers and Blow. And GT, it'd be edited by a college film school freshman who only appreciates movies from the silent film era. Like, it's already a bad movie. Come on bro. I'd make Schindler's List 2 and cast Samuel L. Jackson to play every role. Go on. Slurp strink motherfuckingly.